all you amazing growers of healthy organic food out there. I'm going to show you something today, and some of you kind of might just cringe at it. Some of you guys who might not be years deep in your gardening journey, and you want to save every possible plant you grow and such and such. But I'm going to tell you right now, nature is ruthless. And if you want to be a good gardener, you got to be just as ruthless. And I'll show you why. So I just want to show you right off the bat, we've made some changes in here. We have a couple of stacks of cardboard box with plywood on it and stuff. I'm trying to raise everything up, all right, closer to the lights. But as you can see, we've got one here and we've got my real big one over here, right? But what's happening is all the little seedlings they were low to the ground, and I've got them raised up now, and they're starting to get a little leggy. Yes, I know, you're going to see it. I'm working on it. Trust me. I'm aware. You can bust my balls in the comments. That's okay. But I'll show you what I'm talking about here, okay? Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I know they're leggy, guys. I know. I'm going to have to raise these boxes up. I was hoping they'd be tall enough, but they're not. I got to set up bigger boxes. I need these plants to be, like 18 inches plus taller. But that's not the reason we're doing this. This is the reason we're doing this. Let's see if we can get this there. Okay, so you see what's happening here? I planted, these are my blackish purple cherry tomatoes. And they came from a friend, and I grew them last year. They were really tasty, but I didn't know how well they were going to germinate. So I put a bunch of seeds in each cell, and as you can see, almost every one of them is grown. Look at that. So you can't grow your tomatoes like that, right? It's just not going to work. So what we have to do is you got to thin them. Maybe I can raise this up somehow. Maybe I can drop that camera down. Hang on, let's see what we can do here. So what we need to do, move my chair back. You got to figure out which one of these you're going to keep and which one of these you got to get rid of. You can only keep one per cell, right? So I'm just going to get out my pruners, and we're going to just start removing some of them. I'm going to go through and essentially try and we're going to remove a bunch. Look at that. There goes 4 right off the bat. Gone. And we're going to take this one right here. And the reason we did that is because the other one is already opened up. So we're just going to come into here. I'm just going to put them all to the side and chop them off. You can't grow more than one tomato in a cell, especially as they get bigger. They will be very unhappy with you. So just choose one. Normally I would do this when they're much shorter, but because these have gone crazy leggy on me, I don't really have an option here. I got to start removing some anyways. So come in, find the gimpy looking ones, the ones that still have their seeds stuck to the top, right? We're just going to come in and, like I said, just chop them out. Doesn't matter if there's some stems in there, I can always clean that up later. But I know, isn't this horrible? Leggy ass tomatoes like this is ridiculous. So we're going to keep that little fella down there, and we're going to get rid of all of those. And yes, I have a fan, if you're wondering. Yes, there is a fan in here. And I'm getting a second fan. because we need to move more air in here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to spin this right around. Sorry for bumping the camera. I'm going to spin this around like that. So we're going to come in here and we're going to find a nice short one. There's a nice little short one. Going to sort of isolate that. Chop out the rest. And as these continue to grow, I'll just come back in here and I'll just thin out those stems. But I don't want more than one tomato in each cell. There's no need for them to compete. I have lots of tomatoes. I'll do the same with some of these peppers, right? You guys can see some of the peppers like these ones here, right? I'll let those go another few more days and they'll show me which one is stronger, and then I will just cut the weaker one out, because when you're planting, especially stuff for your garden, you don't want to plant the weakest. You want to plant the strongest, right? You want the best genetics, not the weaker genetics. So we'll spin that around. And that's just how I go through everything. If it's healthy, we're keeping it, and then we get rid of the weaker stuff. Nature does the same. The weak does not survive in nature. So, yeah, that looks a little bit better. Let's look down that row again. See? Much better. Doesn't look like my eggplants have germinated yet, though. I hope they do. That's eggplant right here. They haven't come up yet. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. If they don't, then that's no good. And it looks like my Tommy toes here haven't come up. So what I'll do is I'll just grab a couple extra seeds and I'll just poke those down in the dirt, and they'll have a chance to come up too. I don't know why those didn't come up. Like I said, nature is ruthless. So we're greenhouse is filling out though, because eventually what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to up pot all of the tomatoes, right? All of the tomatoes. We're going to have to up pot all of these peppers, and we're going to have to eventually up pot all of those peppers up in there too. But that's okay, because I'm ordering a whole bunch of containers and totes, and they're all going to get transplanted into solo cups. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Grow good food, and remember, be ruthless, just like Mother Nature. See ya.